What's going on, people? Mike C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little ramblings. Recently, I saw my boy Justin's band Father Befouled play at the Earl. They played with Profanatica, as well as a band called Hegemony, which I'm not familiar with. But I'm not really a fan of Profanatica that much. But I really like Father Befouled. Even outside of being friends with Justin, I think the band is really fucking good. The show opened with Isolator, which is actually Justin's noise project. And I have their CD, Culture and Principle of Anti-Human Exaltation. And I really like it, man. It's really sad, dark, and cavernous sounding noise. And definitely something that works fantastically with like putting it on the background while you're reading. But the interesting thing is live, it came off really captivating and completely different. It was actually really heavy and punishing, which I wasn't expecting. But I wish I would have gotten more video, but it was seriously like pitch black in there. But this is what I got. I didn't actually see Hegemony. I was at the bar getting drunk, of course, but I listened to them online recently, and they actually sound pretty good. Kind of straightforward, dirty death metal. Of course, what I really came for was Father Befouled, and they sounded fucking killer, man. Absolutely brutal and evil death metal. I've talked about their albums on my channel, so I won't really go into detail about that, but seriously, if you like death metal, stuff like Incantation, Portal, Antediluvian, even Alterage, listen to Father Befouled, man. That shit's fucking killer. I didn't really watch much of Profanatica because, as I said, I'm not really a fan. Plus, it was late and I'm old. But what I saw actually sounded pretty cool. Links to the bands that I saw will be in the description section down there. Make sure you guys go check them out and support if you like them. That out of the way, let's talk about some records. First record I'm going to show you, this is Guy Clark, my favorite picture of you. If you listen to country music, I'm sure you already know who Guy Clark is. Classic country. He's been putting out records since the late 70s. And this is the last record he recorded before he passed away in, I believe, May of this year. But it's 40 minutes of just beautiful, sad, folky country, which to me is the best kind of country. But this was actually a tribute to his wife, Susanna, who passed away the year before it was released. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. It's amazing, man. But yeah, here's the front cover. Here's the back cover. You can see there's a picture of his wife who looks a lot like PJ Harvey, to me at least. But yeah, printed inner sleeve here. That's very nice. Lyrics and all of that. But yeah, if you like classic country, if you like even the folkier side of country, then I definitely think you should check this record out because it's incredible. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Cornigr with Funeral Harvest. Yeah, I thought I'd shown this already, but I guess I didn't. But it's great one-man black metal from Finland. This guy's also in Saturnia, he's in Horna, he's in Sargeist, which are all quality black metal bands. But yeah, this stuff is really, really, really good. Really sinister sounding. Raw, fast, really, really well done black metal. He's also in another band called Vitsaus, which is an excellent black metal band. I think I have one of their records on the way. I'm kind of hoping that works out. If I get it, I'll be super stoked because, god damn it, it's good. But yeah, for this record, front cover, back cover on Territor Productions, of course. Record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that, but here is this printed insert here, and this here is one of the coolest pictures that I've ever seen on the inside or the outside of a black metal record. I absolutely love that. I wish that was a poster. I would probably consider hanging that up. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Cosmic Church with Vigilia. This is another record that I could have sworn I showed you guys already, but I guess not. But this is a band that actually took me a minute to get into. Everyone was raging on about them, and I was over here like, yeah, I mean, they're good, but they're not that fucking good. But I went ahead and I bought it, and then listening to it on my stereo one night, as most great albums do, it just clicked randomly, man. And I love this record now. It's great, moody, and sad riffs, very open atmosphere to this album. Just really great stuff. And the fact that it's a one-man project with all of the intricacies that are going on this album is just crazy to me. So now I got to get all of his older stuff. Here you go, the cover. He off. So on black, won't bother showing you that, but it has this great printed insert here that's on nice hard paper here. And you know, I like this whole thing he has where the pictures he uses are really just him in nature and just him in that weird red robe. And some people think it's corny or hokey or whatever, but I actually think it's very artistic. And I think it's the minimal aspect of it with the little splash of color, I think is just really, really, really cool. The next record I'm going to show you, this is Hal Al Shedad with their self-titled album. I actually showed a Hal Al Shedad record called Textures of Tomorrow on my channel before. And this is actually their first record. Textures of Tomorrow was their second record. And again, if you didn't see that video, they were a local Atlanta band that played emo, math rock, indie rock kind of stuff that I wasn't super into when they were around, and I was seeing them all the time at house shows. But I think once I got older, I kind of more understood what they were doing, and now I think this shit is fantastic. If you like Rye Coalition, I think you'd like them. I can't think of anybody else that is really that similar, but I don't know, man. It's just great emo indie rock that deserves a lot more attention, you know, even though they broke up some time ago, and I don't think the guys are doing bands anymore, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, here's the front cover, here's the back cover, and I love this. It comes with this thing that just looks like a file, but on the inside you have pictures and information about the band. And you know, this is stuff that bands did back in the day, especially like emo and punk bands that actually gave a shit about doing something creative with the inserts. And I think that this is definitely one of the more creative ones that I have. So yeah, cool stuff. And the last record I'm going to show you, since I was walking around today with this shirt on, I was like, oh man, I haven't shown this Witch soundtrack LP yet. And anyone that knows me knows that The Witch is absolutely one of my fucking favorite movies from this year. Probably my favorite movie of this year. And this soundtrack is easily one of the best soundtracks that I've ever purchased, man, because, you know, you put this on and you don't even think of it as a soundtrack. You know, some soundtracks don't really work that well on their own without really thinking about the movie, but that doesn't come into play with this record, man. It sounds like any other really good ambient, you know, soundscapey type of album. It's very eerie, it's very spooky in a non-cheesy way. You know, I really feel like if you sit in the dark and put this record on, you'll feel something, man. Like, you seriously do. But yeah, here's the front cover. Here's the back cover. It's a soundtrack by Mark Corbin. I forgot to mention that. I'm not really super familiar with a lot of his stuff. I've listened to some of it, and it's really, really, really good. But this was definitely an introduction to Mark Corbin for me. Let me show you the vinyl. It's on this really cool black and gray, kind of hazy, smoky type of vinyl. Really, really nice. Goes very well with the layout of this record. Even the fucking download card is cool as shit. But if you have not seen The Witch and you like really cool, psychedelic, kind of atmospheric horror movies, then Jesus fucking Christ, you are fucking up. You need to go see that movie. It's brilliant, in my opinion. But yeah, The Witch soundtrack, if you like, I always fucking say Coil, but I mean, it doesn't sound like Coil. If you like soundscapey, ambient records that are really dark, then I feel like you will love this record. So that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hope you enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright?